The global climate is changing and posing increasingly severe risks to ecosystems, human health, and the economy. A recent assessment of climate change impacts and vulnerabilities in Europe shows that Europe's regions are already facing the impacts of climate change, including rising sea levels, more extreme weather, flooding, droughts, and storms. Many human activities impact our air, water, and land, such as burning fossil fuels for electricity generation, heating, and transport. The combustion of fossil fuels emits air pollutants that are harmful to the environment and human health. These changes are happening because large amounts of greenhouse gases get released into the atmosphere. The use of wood as a source of energy also harms the surrounding environment. The reliance on fuel wood is the reason why poverty is linked to deforestation. Fossil fuels are also a non-renewable energy source that takes a toll on the environment. They cause evident problems such as oil spills and smog-filled air. They also cause other complicated problems that are difficult to observe, such as acid rain, which is partially caused by the sulfur found in fossil fuels and causes damage to buildings as well as trees, aquatic life, and insects. The extraction of tar sands emits up to 3 times more global warming pollution than producing the same quantity of conventional crude. It also depletes and pollutes freshwater resources and creates giant ponds of toxic waste. Unlike the mining of coal, oil, and natural gas, which requires extensive networks of heavy machinery, processing stations, pipelines, and transportations, renewables convert natural resources directly into energy. Hydrogen is an alternative fuel that can be produced from diverse domestic resources. It is the key to a more environmentally friendly mobility ecosystem. Hydrogen is a renewable energy source, which means we cannot run out of it. It is also a clean source, as when we burn it, no harmful byproducts get released into the atmosphere. In fact, once hydrogen has been used as an energy source, it can be converted to drinking water for astronauts. The interest in hydrogen as an alternative transportation fuel stems from its ability to power fuel cells in zero-emission vehicles. In addition to its potential for domestic production and the fuel cell's fast filling time and high efficiency. The key advantage of a fuel cell engine over an internal combustion engine running on hydrogen is its greater efficiency. The same amount of hydrogen will take a fuel cell car at least twice as far as the one with a conventional internal combustion engine. Hydrogen could make a big dent in the 20% of global carbon dioxide emissions that now come from industry. Its fuel reacts with oxygen from the air to produce water and electricity, the reverse of the familiar electrolysis process that releases oxygen and hydrogen from water. Due to the rising global attention towards hydrogen deployment, several countries including the UK, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Egypt, Oman, and Morocco have recently announced their hydrogen projects. This growing acceptance among several nations indicates their recognition of hydrogen's benefits to their economies. The British government has recently launched the UK Hydrogen Strategy as part of its plan to produce 5 gigawatts of low-carbon hydrogen by 2030. It targets to produce hydrogen that will replace natural gas in lighting 3 million households in the country. The UK also looks into using hydrogen in industry and transport. Analysis suggests that in 2030, the UK hydrogen economy could be worth $1.24 billion, 900 million euros, and could generate over 9,000 jobs. Meanwhile, the European Union seeks to invest $510 billion, 430 billion euros, in the next 10 years as part of its new strategy to promote hydrogen as an energy source. Saudi Arabia is taking the lead on this front as it eyes major investments in the field, including $5 billion to build a green hydrogen specialized facility in the NEOM project, in partnership with Air Products and ACWA Power. By the summer of 2020, KSA has already exported its first shipment of blue hydrogen to Japan. Saudi oil giant Aramco is already planning to boost investments in blue hydrogen as the world shifts away from traditional energy sources. The Gulf country is cooperating with Germany's Siemens to boost hydrogen-related research and development areas. Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, DEWA, in collaboration with Expo 2020 Dubai and Siemens Energy, announced an agreement to implement the first solar-driven green hydrogen-producing facility in the Middle East and North Africa, MENA, region. Moreover, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company has joined the Hydrogen Council, an international organization that aims to accelerate the global position of hydrogen through its member companies. Many experts believe that hydrogen will eventually replace gasoline, diesel, and natural gas as the primary fuel for cars, buses, and trucks. Car manufacturers all over the world have already invested billions of dollars in research and development. Hydrogen vehicles will eliminate smog-forming exhaust gases that contribute to global warming, as well as concerns about depleting oil supplies and rising prices. The new ecosystem will offer a range of opportunities as decarbonization is becoming a must. Every player in the sector, whether a regulator, investor, or provider in the field of mobility, needs to define their specific vision and strategy for transformation. The hydrogen race has begun.